Almost finger guns. We're here. It's the
it's a beautiful
show.
time.
We got
Happy
rid of the
Monday,
grifter for a week.
everyone. Happy Monday, happy fun day, everyone.
Oh,
Ezra,
yeah.
your eyes look so beautiful today.
Oh,
They're
thanks,
beautifully
man.
blue today.
You know,
Denzel,
that happened.
if you tilt your head a little bit, you see another pair of beautiful blue eyes. Look at that.
It's true.
Ooh.
It's like it's
That's
almost
a
like
hot
you have a
boy.
twin.
He's a hottie.
And who is
It's almost
that
like you have a
guy?
twin.
There you go.
Goju?
Look at that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Goju, Gojo. Something like
Goju
that,
and
I
the
believe.
Jew, two twins.
Oh, there you go. I mean, it's everyone listening, watching us. Welcome to another episode of Finger Guns.
Welcome.
Yeah. Minus
we
the
dropped
grifter. We're here without the grifter.
And that's okay.
yeah, we dropped the grifter off.
That's absolutely fine.
We dropped him off at the side of the road where he belongs. Let's be honest. And now we're full speed. Now we're full speed on fun. How about that, huh? How about that? We're full speed on fun.
It's a full speed fun day.
Hey, I like that energy you got, Ezra. I like that.
And then
energy.
we're going to do it. And we're going to have a good time.
Yeah.
I went to
It's the Finger Guns Radio Hour. Ooh,
I went to work. And then I was taking a sour apple martini to a guest of mine. And then I walked through a door, and then another guest walked by. And as I walked by, she goes, "Oh, is that for me?" And I didn't pay it any mind. I kept walking and dropped off the drink. But in my heart of hearts, I really wanted to be like, "What do you think?"
Did you order?
And that's just, yeah. I mean, what do you fucking think? You think it's fun to start conversations mid-martini? You want to start a conversation with me? Do it while I'm at your table or when I'm getting you the drink. Don't do it mid-martini as I'm trying to get from point A to point B.
Yeah.
But, I'd much rather have that happen to me than some girl tried to film me for her TikTok dance, which happened a couple weeks ago.
Whoa.
She tried to what?
Yeah. So, I mean, I thought I had told the story before. Apparently not. Here we go. I'm breaking teammates of mine, giving them their lunch breaks, and I'm helping a table out. And then it's two girls, and then one of them goes, "Hey, can I show you a dance?" And in my head, I go, "This isn't my table. This isn't my money. I'm at a loss here. I can't mess up this dude's money." So I go, "Yes." Like I go, "Oh, I'm not a good judge of dance. I don't. Would you?" She's like, "I just need you to stand there. I just need you to stand there, and I'll do the dance for you, and you can just tell me what you think." And I go, "Oh, I'm not a good judge of dance. Yada yada." And then I see her other friend like bring up her camera slowly out of the corner of my eye. And I go, "Oh, okay." And then so she stands up in the middle of this passageway and she starts doing these fucking moves,
Yeah. TikTok moves.
And first of all, I have a face mask and also have a face shield. So already my reaction is, twice as low of what you're going to get. I just have my eyes giving you nothing. Finishes the dances and I go, "Oh, where did you see that? Was it a TikTok dance?" And she goes, "No, I saw it on YouTube." And I go, "Oh, you saw it from like a choreographer on YouTube?" And she's like, "No, I just saw it on YouTube." And then I'm asking these questions to try to get information out of her. And then they just start laughing. They start laughing as if it was some big, fun, happy joke that we were all in on. And then the girl with the camera goes, they were like, "Oh, dude, they're like 35.
Oh,
I called them girls earlier. They were 35. I may have misspoke.
I was assuming this was like a high school girl situation where they're just like, being like silly,
Yeah.
No, if they were like high school girls, I would have been like, no. I'm out of here.
Oh, yeah.
But no, these ladies.
I didn't mean it like
that.
But
and then they start laughing, and then they're like, it was just for a little joke, a little prank. Thank you so much. And I go, ha ha, and then I walk away. And then I'm like at the cubicle with the computer, And have you guys seen that meme of that Popeye's chicken lady where she just looks so fucking defeated?
Oh yeah.
Has anyone seen this? That was me. I had never felt more defeated. It felt like I took the biggest L of my life. Like everything that I oppose, my whole antithesis was just like, I have to do this because this isn't my table. If this is my money, I would have gladly taken an L on it and still been me. But because this is someone else's table, I have to do my best so that they get their money.
Well, it could be like, it could be like a bad trip kind of situation. The Eric Andre movie, Bad Trip, where he's
available now. That just came out, didn't it?
It just came out. It was very funny. There's, it's Eric Andre, so some stuff is a little more disgusting than I need in my comedy, but it's very funny.
The great part about Eric Andre was that before the movie started streaming, he was trending on Twitter about something he said, and the picture that they put up on the trending, it did him absolutely no favors. It was terrifying to look at.
Yeah.
And then he has so many
pictures.
Who is that?
Yeah, very true. Eric Andre. He's a genius, playboy, philanthropist, comedian.
Yes, I'm sorry. I just did the quick Google. Yes, I know him. I saw that he was trending a couple days ago. Have you guys seen his movie?
I saw it. It's really funny.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've been meaning to watch it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I recommend. I always find barf stuff to be beyond the pale, but other than that, it was right in my wheelhouse. It was good. Tiffany Haddish is so good.
I hear she's amazing. She kills it. She absolutely kills it.
She absolutely kills it. 100%. She's so funny.
How's Laurel Howery in that movie?
Because he did an interview.
Great in Uncle Drew, and that's the only other movie that I remember him in.
Oh man, he's so good. He was in what's that? Was he in the Carmichael Show? I think he was in the Carmichael Show. He was really good in that. And then he's great in Bad Trip. And I was listening to an interview. Eric Andre was on The Daily Show, and he was talking about it. This is the first time Lil Rel's ever done prank stuff, and the first prank they did, somebody pulled a knife on them.
Oh, that was why he was trending. I think he had told that story, and he was trending on Twitter. Beautiful boy. Beautiful boy, Eric Andre.
He's a funny.
Eric Andre, to sort of segue into one of the main topics that we're going to talk about today, is infatuated with Japanese culture.
Yeah.
Now I don't know if. I learned it from his Hot Ones episode, I believe. Go check out little show called Hot Ones on the internet. If you guys haven't heard of it, it's fantastic. Yeah. But
did you see that Beyonce Hot Ones parody?
No, I did not. Is it good?
Oh yeah, it's Beyonce on Hot Ones. Maya Rudolph plays her, and the whole bit is just that she can't show that she's losing her cool, so it goes to escalating levels of her trying to cover up that this is actually too hot for her. It's really good.
I know Beyonce has a huge following, obviously.
Yeah.
I'm not saying anything new. And whether you like her or not, me and her share the same birthday.
Oh wow.
You and Beyonce?
Maybe. When's her birthday? Can someone look this up? I'm gonna you just Google it really quickly. Can you look this up?
I'll do it.
Whether we do or don't, actually. We share the same birthday. We're both Virgos, which means we share the birthday of September.
Yeah.
And I believe
that's something a lot of people
September 4th? That's her birthday? Fuck. All right. I was 10 days off. But you know what? She has the same birthday as one of my exes. So, in some sort of parallel universe kind of way, we have the same birthday.
You dated
you are one. Huh?
You dated a Virgo?
I dated a Virgo, yeah.
You a Virgo yourself?
Yeah. Is that a problem?
How? No, it's not frowned upon, but just I'm curious. How was that?
It was great. Fell in love right away. She hurt me devastatingly so when she left for college, and I did not. And we're very good friends to this day.
Okay.
just moved to New York.
Nice.
Well, that's yeah. I mean, I guess what I'll say about Beyonce is I think she's good.
Hey, be careful what you say now.
Yeah, dude, the Beehive.
Be careful what you say now.
No, I'm just trying to say, if I was like, if I'm watching her stuff, I'm like, yeah, that's good.
Me and her share the same birthday. Be careful what you say about her.
No,
Denzel,
I mean,
I'm glad to see you back.
Yeah.
How you doing over there, Bob? How's the internet stuff?
Right.
What's happening?
I think we're getting it handled. I think we're getting it handled. Maybe the Goju background was a little bit too much for the streets. You know what I'm saying? Because I took it off, and I'm kind of moving smooth now. So I think, you know, his infinite void powers, whatever he got going on, was messing with my shenanigans.
He was messing.
It's just that StreamYard can only handle one pair of baby blues, you know.
You know what? You're right.
And I'm glad I'm glad that it's you, Ezra. By the way, your eyes look fucking fantastic yet again. Yeah. They still do. You got some killer baby blues on you, baby blue.
Thanks, man. Yeah,
baby blue. Change that.
I don't know what to say really, but I sometimes they're hazel and sometimes they're blue. So
I like that. I like that color name. I like that.
Baby blue.
Like that color.
Hazel?
Yeah, but the DNA of that one. I just like the way that came off. I like baby blue as well because you can shorten that to BB. You know what I'm saying? But I like
BB.
The way you said.
Love a good BB.
Hazel
love a good BB.
Yeah, Hazel's like a name. If I had a daughter, that could be a name. You know?
Oh,
that'd be a good one. That'd be a good one. That'd be a good one.
Yeah.
That'd be a good one. I do apologize, guys, because I have been in and out, but there was something I wanted to say when Ed was giving his story about the rogue TikTokers that were.
Yeah.
I got a slight beef with TikTok enthusiasts. Not all of you, some of you. Here it is.
Okay.
Just hear me out. Hear me out.
Please.
I saw a tweet recently that, you know, was a little bit disparaging towards Vine, right? We all remember Vine, 6 seconds.
Sure.
Back in the day, a lot of great content.
Rest in peace.
I feel like the TikTok community, or some of the some of the TikTok enthusiasts,
don't want to generalize.
A little bit, yeah, definitely not. They're a little bit ungrateful towards platforms like Vine, and the tweet was basically saying, I don't like something about like TikTok is everything that Vine was supposed to be, or blah blah blah, or this or that is way better than Vine. And I just sat there and went, bro, without Vine, you wouldn't
that
be
might
here.
Be true. Without Vine, there might not be TikTok, but it's also undeniably true that TikTok is everything Vine should have been. Like,
but see, here's the funny thing. Here's the funny thing about that. TikTok was around when Vine was a thing.
Sure.
It was just bullshit. It was essentially the same app it is, but nobody cared about it.
That part.
I just don't like when, you know, even when you meet younger kids and they see some of the games and stuff that we play, or whether it's video games or just shit like that, and they're like, wow, you guys used to play on these old ass graphics. Like, what you need to be grateful. You punk. And I'm saying that with all the old people jargon that I can figure out how to muster. Listen here, you ungrateful youth. Without us on these old things, you would never get the cool shit that you get today. So show a little bit of respect.
If it wasn't for TikTok only being 6 seconds, TikTok wouldn't. I mean, Vine. Thank you. If it wasn't for Vine being 6 seconds, TikTok wouldn't have known to make their videos a minute long. You know, like the cap of that. And I'm still not over. Oh, you hit a nerve with this one, because I saw that same tweet. Because these people who were complaining about Vine being whatever it is, like TikTok should have been, or I don't know, or whatever the fuck it was, they were looking at like the really bad creators, the ones that had to transfer over to YouTube, and then who are now like created the content creator title. And that's not what Vine was about. Vine was about that one-hit wonder of like, you know, the guy who was just like, what the fuck is up, Kyle? You know, or like the one-hit wonder of like the guy. Oh my god, I wish I could.
There was
I was
just
Nah,
like,
Vine was
even-
too
there's,
short to be anything. Vine was like.
I don't know about that. I don't know about
We
that.
needed to have
I
it
never had
short.
time for Vine.
Oh no, I'm sorry, Ezra. Our attention
See, but
span
yeah,
was
that's-
amazing for Vine.
See, but see, that's the thing though. Like 6 seconds, you had to be funny in 6 seconds. I'm not saying it's never easy to be funny when that's like what you're trying to do. Being funny is hard, but we can all admit it's a lot easier when you have a minute or a minute and some change, because not all TikToks are only. It's like you have all this time to be funny versus 6 seconds. It's like, and then they want to shit on the quick gags that some of the old guys did. Like, I don't care what anyone says. That dude that used to do the little Disney voiceover, what people were doing in a real life thing. I can't remember his name, but he was a white guy and he had this cool ass voice, and he would like
David Attenborough?
narrate. He would narrate. No, he would narrate what was going on. Like, and then it was just really cool.
Thomas
and funny thing.
Sanders.
Yes.
Tom Hanks?
And we no.
That's right.
No, stop it, Esther. Stop it. You stop it. You stop it, BB. Okay? No, but like it's just have a little respect, especially for like TikTok. Like you guys blew up for dances. And then all of the funny people came to your platform.
Don't
and did
forget, it was Musically before.
That's
it
true.
was TikTok. So you had all those like celebrities or whatever just being famous for lip syncing to songs and the way they like edit the lip sync. Oh, and don't get me started on the fact that Instagram stole Vine's idea. Because then during that time when Vine was
jacked
super
it.
big, Instagram jacked it and said, hey, yeah, we got videos now. And they're a minute longer. Upload to us. That's why Vine started going down, because people were more on were on Instagram more than they were on Vine. And then they did the same thing to Snapchat. Oh my god.
I will say also Rihanna helped kill Snapchat when she came out and said it's over for Snapchat.
I love that.
All of us that are Rihanna fans were just like, all right, cool. If Riri says it's over, if Rihanna says it's over, I want you to know it's over. Like if Rihanna gets on the internet, guys, and says, hey, it's over for finger guns, I want you guys to know it's over. It's over. I'm
Is that
done.
Fenty? Is that what that is?
Yeah,
It's
that's what
gotta
I'm
be
wearing.
Fenty.
All respect to Rihanna. All respect to Rihanna. And again, all respect to Rihanna.
I don't know.
But
where
I'm
this
pretty
is going.
sure-
That'll be good.
I'm pretty sure I said Snapchat was dead long before she did.
Oh,
So,
okay. I thought you were going
Okay.
somewhere else.
Okay, that's fair.
so if I
That's
put it
fair.
in the ether,
Okay.
and and eventually, Rihanna, somehow it falls into her mind,
Mhm.
and she says Snapchat's dead, I would like it to be known, that I share a birthday with Beyonce, so you cannot attack me,
Ooh.
and that two,
Ooh.
maybe I maybe I was a progenitor of Snapchat's over.
Well, yeah, because
You
you
know.
said it. You said it first, and you said it. You were in an elevator with her when you said it.
And that's all I asked. That's all. I just put a footnote
That's
in the
fair.
history books.
That's fair.
Yeah.
When the new history books, come out, and when we have a whole new, chapter on, social media,
Mhm.
in U.S. history,
Internet.
just put a footnote. Rihanna obviously, ended Snapchat. Footnote 1 was in an elevator with Edward, as he said, Snapchat dead. Yeah.
I would like
That's
to
all I
add
ask.
to that. I would like to add to that history book because I feel like there's some other things that are going to be in there, like
Mhm.
like the Suez Canal incident. That's
For sure.
I mean-
That'll be in
ended,
the book.
and the Snyder cut for Justice League. Those got to be in there. Both of those things got to be in there because I don't know if you guys have been keeping up with this canal business.
We have our leading expert actually
I was
with
gonna
us.
say I only know
Me.
one gentleman
Me.
keeping up with it. I need to
Me.
be informed, Ed. What the fuck
I'm-
happened? How did that vote?
What is happening?
Well, what fucking happened was that the fucking captain was rewatching Snyder Cut. He was watching it minute by minute, waiting for Joker to say, "We live in a society." Never does, and he has to go be like, "All right, I got to replay it
Yeah,
again."
Joker-
Take it to the top. Little does he fucking know he's now between a rock and a hard place,
Literally.
Literally.
and it's
That was
like
so fucking wild.
it's the best. It's the best because it's one of those things of like, how the fuck did you do this? But it's also like, I'm very happy you did.
The question
fuck did
on
you do
everyone's
this?
mind right now.
Like when someone told me, because I was waiting for a package and someone was like, I didn't have any sort of like shipping details, and my friend made a joke. He was like, it's that damn boat stuck in the canal. My immediate response was, what the fuck are you talking about? And he was like, you haven't heard about the ship? I was like, no, hence my, what the fuck are you talking about? So he sends me a link and I'm looking at it and I go, how the fuck were you trying to drift? Like, how did you, what happened?
And I believe the Tokyo Drift song was playing at the exact moment it started to.
Yeah. He was listening to the Tokyo Drift soundtrack, which is why he was also having trouble pinpointing We Live in a Society while watching Snyder Cut.
Yeah.
You can't.
I keep telling
DK
people
on the
you
water.
can't watch one movie and listen to another movie's soundtrack. It's not going to sync up.
True.
I keep telling people that. Nobody listens.
It's true. That's a fact. I don't
But
even.
there's an idea though, if I've ever heard one. Different soundtracks on a different movie.
Uh-huh.
It could be cool. It could be a fun mashup. What soundtrack? Okay, so what? So we're going to talk about the Snyder Cut for sure. So what soundtrack from another movie would you most like to redo the Snyder Cut with?
Easy. Easy. One of my favorite soundtracks of all time. The Goofy movie. I mean, can you imagine in the middle of fucking Justice League Snyder Cut, you just fucking power line in there? How fucking hot is that, dude? How fucking hot is you get what's his fucking name who plays Power Line? Help me out.
I don't know.
Tevin Campbell. I think it's Tevin Campbell actually.
It is.
Campbell?
It is. I think it is.
Yeah,
I believe it is.
Singer.
How fucking cool is it? Him and gotta shout out loud and how fucking cool would that be?
That'd be.
I mean, that's one for
Pretty
sure.
Interesting. I don't know why
That's
I didn't
one
have
for
one
sure.
for the Snyder Cut, but I had I just randomly thought the idea of what if you put the Inception like score and all that kind of stuff, the Hans Zimmer stuff behind Tropical Thunder or like Seth Rogen I forget that end of the Tropical or like the end of the world movie that Seth Rogen did. And I think like he's done a couple, but
I know
where they have like the Backstreet Boys come on. I don't know why just that serious.
Yeah,
I think so. That like that serious ass score with everything that happens at like dramatic points in those movies. That would be hilarious to me. But I don't know if I want to change the Snyder Cut because I loved it so much.
I loved it too. But in this hypothetical, I think it would be fun just to see what would happen if the Cats soundtrack was going. Probably the worst soundtrack there is. But can't you just dream a little bit about
Cats, the musical?
Cats the movie, the musical? Yeah.
I didn't watch that.
Hold on.
I know that is.
The movie was interesting, and like I agree with you.
Weird.
But you're saying the music was bad?
No, I just think that music underneath Justice League would be incredible. Like, don't you want to hear solo songs while Batman and Aquaman are flying for some reason, even though they can't fly? I mean, wouldn't that be great?
I think that would definitely be a choice.
I would like to include
Cats.
as an honorable mention.
Okay.
Because I agree with Denzel. Never seen Cats. Don't want to. Hopefully, never will.
Oh, I haven't either. I don't know what the soundtrack sounds like, but doesn't it sound great?
Jason Derulo's in it being weird. I don't want to watch it.
But you know what? Jason Derulo himself is just weird. So
Jason Derulo's on TikTok.
Jason Derulo is also opera trained.
Yeah,
really?
That's fine and all, but I don't want to see Jason Derulo with cat anime. I just didn't. I know. No. Not crawling around like he is. It makes sense that he went to TikTok after you think about him doing that movie because that shit was weird, and he went right into TikTok being mad, weird, and corny. But everyone on TikTok is corny, so I don't care. That's pretty funny.
He's interesting.
Very true.
Yeah.
Yo, he's opera trained. I did
Cut.
not know that. He's okay in my book.
Sing like it.
He's okay in my book. And since me and Beyonce have the same birthday, I imagine he's okay in Beyonce's book.
You don't have the same birthday. You
We've
share
gone over
the
this
same
before.
sign. You can run around saying, "Hey, I'm the same sign as Beyonce. You can't go off saying
What's
you have the
Beyonce's
same
sign?
birthday. Virgo. She's a
We're both
Virgo.
Virgos. I share I
okay.
share a birthday with Beyonce, Jimmy Butler, and Nas.
Fucking
Hmm.
hell.
Hey, that's fly.
Two
That's fly
of
as
those
fuck.
three are absolutely correct, by the way.
I
And
know,
we're
Two of
not-
those
and
three-
we're not-
Yeah, Beyonce and Nas.
Yeah, Beyonce and Nas.
Lil Nas' birthday is April 9th.
Did not
No,
say Lil
yeah,
Nas.
You said
I
you said
did not
Lil
say Lil
Nas. You
Nas.
said Nas, as in the rapper from Queens.
That was a nomadic.
Is that
He's
what's going to
still mad
happen
at
now?
I'm
People are going to say
I'm
the word
so
Nas,
upset
and
that
everybody's
you
going to think Lil
didn't
Nas
know.
X.
Oh, I hate that. I hope not.
That's
I hope
terrible.
I mean,
not.
it's kind of what's happened here.
It is
it's
exactly what happened here.
Definitely
That's what I'm
what's happened
saying.
here.
Yeah,
I'm confused.
I mean,
They're
the
two different
youngest in
people.
our crew.
Yeah,
You don't know
youngest in
Nas?
our- Hold on, really quick. I'm sorry, guys. Hold on. They're very different people. Very different.
Well,
One
I mean,
has
listen.
One is a hip hop legend. The other one is an artist of today's age that everyone seems to want to be upset with recently. I don't
But
know
also,
why, but whatever.
But
Oh, we'll talk about that
But-
later.
You guys see that
Yeah,
video?
no,
but let me just say this. I know that Denzel said that they were different people, but what if Lil Nas X is Nas, even though he's older but he's younger? Like, it makes no
Yeah.
sense. But why don't we just make it true?
really?
Just for Amelia's
No.
sake.
Yeah, I mean, it is possible because, like,
I don't
people,
this.
like, you know,
Is it
if you
the
read the
same
internet, you read about people, like, drinking other people's blood, getting younger.
I don't like
This could be
at all.
Nas's comeback plan. Nas could be the one
No.
that Q thought.
They're two different people, Amelia. Nas is completely different than Lil Nas X.
Yes, yes.
But is it the same spelling?
NAS.
Yes.
Yeah, and
Yes.
it's the same.
Same
NAS.
spelling, same birthday as me, different
Lil
people.
Nas X is for sure an homage to Nas, right? Like, it's got to be.
I don't know. I honestly don't know anything about him to say whether it is or it isn't. I don't even know if
I
like
can't-
Nas is in his name because
Google
Nas's
won't
name
let
is
me-
Nasir.
Mm.
Google won't let me
Oh.
see anything else but Lil Nas X.
Well,
Do I have to spell
I-
it
It's
like
probably because right
really
now he's
cool?
the
he's
No, there's no
trending. and
Lil.
such.
yeah he's
Well,
like
I did
he's-
see a tweet.
It's
I
not
did see a
Lil
tweet
Nas.
by Lil
It's
Nas
just
X earlier today.
yeah, it's just Nas.
NAS.
I saw
One
a
is
tweet
just
earlier
Nas?
today.
Listen, we have a fan in the house right now. Legendary
Oh, no.
Anime JP fan number 2 says Anime House, which I think is probably a reaction to us mostly talking about rap so far. And then, can you handle the true anime? Which
what's
I'm
the
not
name?
sure what that means. So if you could just let us know what that means, we will address it. But maybe it's time to get into what we wanted to talk about today, which is the Justice League and also anime.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say
Yeah,
Lil
let's
Nas.
fucking do
Oh,
it.
okay.
Listen, we touched on one a bunch now. Also, really
Yeah.
quickly, everything in life should have a Snyder cut. That's
That's a fact.
Yes.
that's
Yeah.
you know. Last week we had Cowboy Code. That was Danny's new mantra of living. Mine is everything
Mhm.
should have a Snyder cut. You know.
I like
agree.
it. I like
On to
it.
the anime. On to the anime, please.
So okay, so I'm not like an anime fan, but I had some time to kill and I was like, well, we talked about anime on the show so much, maybe I should try to watch an anime. So I was on Netflix, I was looking through the list, and I was thinking to myself, like, okay, Amelia and Denzel have said so many names, I'm sure I will recognize one. And before I got to one scroll to the right to see if I recognize any of the names, I saw the perfect anime for me, which is one season of X-Men set in Japan.
Oh, yo. Yo. I fucking seen that.
Yeah.
Not that I haven't watched it, but I know exactly what you're fucking talking about.
Yeah.
And this is the best part.
And I'll tell you this, the first episode, I was like, oh, hell yeah, this is going to be great. And by the end of the season, I was like, okay, fine. But, you know, it was a good experience. And for me, that's the kind of anime I want. One that is something I've already seen. I don't have to learn anything new, but it's a new style and it looks cool.
It actually
go.
does look pretty cool.
Hey, that's a fantastic way to, dip your toes into the water.
Mm-hmm.
You start with things that you have, some sort of knowledge with. Anime follow tropes, just like movies, just like TV shows. I mean, they are.
Sure.
So, you start dipping your toes. Sooner or later, you're going to realize your whole foot's in.
Yeah.
Then you're going to be like, oh, my foot is in, put my other toes in. Sooner or later, you're going to have 2 feet in the water. Might as well
Yeah.
start taking a dip.
Yeah, I mean, once your ankle's wet, I mean, get your head wet.
I hope you know how to swim, sweetie.
Yeah,
Hope you know how to swim,
yeah,
baby.
yeah. No, I do, and I do know how to swim.
It's a beautiful thing. So you felt, watching, X-Men already. You watched the X-Men anime. Was it any good? Really? Was it any good?
I mean, yes and no. Like, by the end, it was pretty slow, but I did enjoy it, and I'm glad that I watched it because it's X-Men in a new place with a slightly new story, and
In Japan.
in Japan, yeah, and I like Japan.
Did anything like anime wise throw you like off or for a loop at first?
It's crazy how much Wolverine looks like a villain all the time, like in the way that animes like have villains kind of look like beasts, Wolverine always looks like that. But like I thought the artwork was fantastic, and it was a really cool look at these characters that I grew up with, But it was interesting that for the anime storyline, they chose the one that had like the closest facsimile to something that could have tentacles in the in the X-Men universe. They went with monsters that can have tentacles. I mean, yeah, it just and like androids. Androids are a huge thing in anime, as far as I know. Based
robots,
on yeah, like evil robots and stuff. That's a thing, right? That's a trope.
And then
your silence feels like disagreement, Amelia.
I got a little bit distracted because I looked up what otaku meant, and I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. So our fan here, legendary anime JP fan 2, says true anime meaning no bunch otaku. What does that mean, Amelia?
Otaku is a young person who is obsessed with computers or particularly aspects of popular culture to the detriment of social skills. Or someone who is particularly obsessed with anime and manga.
Okay. So it's not an anime called otaku. It's we would be otaku, which I certainly am not.
Well, this is what I mean, listen, I am playing with my hair with my finger, just like I assume Beyonce does because we both share the same birthday. And with that being said, otaku cares, babe. Literally, who fucking cares? Watch what you want, and if you want to watch a bunch of tentacles groping people, then that's your prerogative.
Sure,
I'm not gonna judge you on it, especially if you don't tell me about it.
That makes it easier,
Yeah. And if that's what you want to watch, then watch it.
That's what I always say. I won't judge you on anything you don't tell me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Really quickly though, because reading the subtitles, did you ever feel, or do you ever feel when you're reading them, like, you go through like maybe 10, 15 minutes of it, and obviously you're reading it, and then you go, did I just read all that, or am I beginning to understand this language?
Definitely do that.
Because I get that feeling all the time.
To this day, I do it. Like
it'll fucking happen. 20 minutes will go by, and I'm all like, did I just fucking hear everything? Or am I learning this language? And then I'll try listening to it with my eyes closed, and I go, nope, can't understand a damn thing.
Yeah.
No, I read fast. I read that fast. But now I rewatched the episode because you don't. Now I was like, was I really paying attention? Or now I don't know what happened. I know I just read all this, but I don't know what happened. It's I don't know. It's a funny world you live in when you watch anime. It's a beautiful world.
I feel like with subtitles, I don't mind watching subtitles sometimes, watching movies that need subtitles or TV shows that need subtitles sometimes, but I can't do it too much because I feel like it takes away from the viewing experience. Like if I have the option to not use subtitles and go dub, I'm going to do that because watching what's happening versus reading and looking up is two different things.
I want you to know something, Ezra. If you ever decide to like just dive curls and baby blues first into anime, don't be ashamed that you should watch a dub, and don't let anybody tell you that you're wrong for watching it. Because honestly, fuck those guys. That's how I feel. Because you don't.
Let me add to that. Let me add to that. Not only should you not feel ashamed of watching dub, you should also not tell anyone. That way they're not ashamed of you as well.
Yeah, actually,
Right.
yeah.
Great point.
Just watch it, and if they have something to say, they're like, "Oh, I remember that. Yeah. How are they gonna know that you didn't watch it? Unless you tell them." And as we established earlier, I'm not gonna judge you on anything you don't tell me.
Yeah. This Finger Guns Comedy has a strict don't ask, don't tell policy.
Absolutely. Oh.
Too far? Too far?
No, I agree with that.
Amelia was like,
Beyonce's
wait a
birthday.
minute, I can't agree with that. Hold on.
I'm bulletproof right now. I'm
The thoughts
bulletproof
of
until
Ezra Pardo, the
what is
thoughts
it
of
saying?
him and him alone, they do not reflect the rest of the Finger Guns crew.
No, I'm kidding, obviously. We're very
American
I know
focus
that,
on
I know that,
Marvel, DC, mainstream anime,
I
Japan,
only
and
say that
global.
because like anime fans can like when you get into the weird like elitist faction of anime fans, it's kind of like the console wars, right? So you have people who are PlayStation fans, then you have people who are Xbox fanboys, and then you have Big Dick Daddy PC coming through. We're the master race, right? That's why I was saying like I'm definitely a PlayStation guy just because the exclusive titles that they have are just way better than Xbox. I don't get into the tech specs. I don't give a fuck about none of that because it doesn't matter if your console is super powerful if you
like
can't play fucking
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Huh?
You're like 2 in your mic right now. Just back off a little bit.
Too near? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Pull me back. Just let me know.
Yeah.
No, but so when it comes to anime, it's like the dubbed people versus the subbed people, and then you have people, honestly, like me, that kind of just watch everyone because I read the manga. It's a weird thing. Like when you kind of get into these stupid arguments that the voice acting on the sub is so much better. You don't know what they're saying. You don't even know if it's translated properly. Like you don't know most of the time. And you can say, but the emotion and blah blah blah. You don't know. So
but also, if it's true for them, if that feeling is like the feeling of the words means more to them than hearing. Yeah, fair enough.
Like that's fine, but get off your high horse. Get off your high horse because you're like, oh, and we watched it 2 weeks before you guys got the dub, and I read it months before you guys got it. Now what? Oh, you just watched the pictures. I read the actual thing. Your anime doesn't even follow the manga. I don't even know what the fuck you're watching anymore. Hashtag Tokyo Cool. God damn it.
We hit a nerve.
Cause that's just it's just a weird argument for me.
We've got more comments from Legendary Anime JP fan 2. He or she says depends which type of anime, like love comedy, drama, harem comedy, adventure, fighting, dungeon, and many more. I'm Korean and Japanese mix. LOL.
Right on.
Oh, that's dope. Yeah, it's like I'm all about whatever floats your boat.
What's
big fan of
harem
Legendary
comedy?
Anime JP fan too. Big fan of him. Big fan of this dude that keeps commenting. Don't care what you're mixed with. Don't care who you are.
Please don't leave. It's fine. We like this conversation we're having.
Yeah. You can stay. You can leave. Comedy? Make no mistake. I still share birthdays with Beyonce. I'm bulletproof right now, dude.
It's just not true.
I am. Teflon, dude. Teflon.
That's just not true. It's just not true.
I mean,
I think I see the fascination of liking an anime so much that you want to keep going into the story. At least for me, the reason why I started getting into it, and I guess I follow more of like the myth pop culture type animes, but honestly, sometimes the way it's interpreted as far as like themes and I don't know, like choices that the certain characters make. I feel like it's as like I guess I get to brag a little bit because I have my degree in theatrical arts. I'm able to understand exactly why these choices were made. I know because I was technically educated to analyze the story, analyze the phrases of the words, and how this choice dictated the rest of the arc, and like I find enjoyment in doing that, and yeah, so that's where I kind of started getting more into it, just because I like to follow like the main themes and how I can relate to like different perspectives, especially ones that I didn't know about before.
Sure.
And it doesn't hurt that there's hot guys in it. I mean,
Right.
There are some hotties.
very hotties with hotties. Exactly.
I will say
Anime
the
has some
one thing
hotties.
about anime, I think from when I was like a kid when I first got into it,
Sure.
I got into, here's the interesting thing. I got into comics late. Like I got into comics later in life versus anime because I think the thing with comic books for me that there's just something about it that didn't sit well with me was the fact that they never fucking end. Like that story can end, but like the story of that character, they just create a new one. This Spider-Man comic ends. There's a new one coming down the pipeline in a few months. This Captain America ends. There's a new one. When it comes to anime, once it's over, baby. That's it. They might bring you back a quick little over, some after shit, but it's over. It's a wrap.
There's
Now
a lot of
we're
value
recently
in a good, like, a closed story that has an end. It's so much more satisfying than like you're saying, yeah. Spider-Man's coming back, you know? Even if he gets turned into Venom at the end of the season, he's coming back.
Yeah, like that's why I was a much bigger fan of like Digimon growing up than I was Pokemon.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Personally. Because Pokemon
felt like it had an end?
It's never ended. No, I was more of a fan of Digimon than I was Pokemon because what happened with that group of Digidestins, even if they went on to tell another story, it was done for that group. Like they did what they were supposed to do. We're moving on to the next. Kind of like a Power Rangers thing, but with Digimon stuff. So
I hear that.
Unlike with Pokemon, I think they're just now recently getting away from Ash. And I don't even know if that's true because I don't pay attention to it. But it's just like it's been how many years? It's been how many years, and he's still not a Pokemon master? Like, come on, bro. Come on.
You gotta catch them all. That's the thing that you don't understand. To be a master, you have to catch them all, and there's always new ones. So how is he supposed to do it?
Sorry. You're right.
I mean, you have to catch them all.
That does sound frustrating. Trying to be a Pokemon master and having new species of Pokemon coming out like every year, like the fucking iPhone. I mean,
and it's not just new species of Pokemon; it's whole new continents that didn't exist the day before, and then all of a sudden they're just there. And it's like Sinnoh region. What's the Sinnoh region?
I do agree. I think it's a wonderful idea. I think it's a wonderful, universe that Pokemon lives in, where it's just like, all right, what do we do next? Just invent another country. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. It's like, how big is your fucking world?
We'll have Ash run into I guess he did the hot police officer. Now we'll have him run into a hot nurse. And we'll put him in different lands. Yeah.
Joy and Officer Jenny.
And he always loses. Like I guess until recently, I guess he's won. But he's always losing. Like whenever the last battle is, he loses in some weird, spectacular fashion. It just ends up being like, hey,
when he loses.
It's just like, oh, hey, there you go. There you go. You lost again, but there's a meaning behind it because you get to keep going because you're not there yet. Like, no. Make him a master. End it. Let's go on. Let's move on. Yeah. I'm tired of watching Ash be 13 years old for 20 fucking years. This is Family Guy. I don't want to watch Ash be 13 for 20 years. I like Stewie. Right. Ash is cool, but grow the fuck up, bro. It's time to go pay some bills. Okay?
I like Stewie too.
I'd watch Ash like if he worked in a coal mine. You know, like he had to go to work. Pokemon thing ended. I'd watch a show about Ash working in a coal mine.
I mean, here's an idea. You know,
wow, that
turn them evil. Turn them evil.
Okay, never mind.
Turn them evil.
I'm not even entertaining that idea.
Turn them evil. Okay. Turn Ash evil.
Turn Ash evil is a good idea.
He works in a coal mine. I'm working on it. He works in a coal mine.
Thank you.
Gets trapped down there. No one comes to save him. Who does he have to rely on? Nobody but himself and his little Pokemon. Develops a sense of, all right, y'all not really with me. You know, I do all this for all you guys. Mm-hmm. You know, I try to be the best. I put on a good example. Nobody comes to back me up when I need it the most. Okay, fuck you guys. I'm going to catch them all, and guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to kill you all as well.
Like no one ever was. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to kill you all like no one ever was. And that's a beautiful story to be told. You know, whether it ends with redemption or him ultimately slaying all of us.
Well, I feel like that's a good opportunity for character development that we never really got from Brock and Misty. You know, like how do they handle their best friend turning evil? That's the story I want told.
Brock was absolutely Steve Sotelo, though.
Oh, you just
1,000%,
tell the
by
Fast
the
and
way.
the Furious story
Yeah.
when Dom went bad.
Yeah, right? Yes. All I'm saying is, it's time for the gritty reboot of Pokemon, and I don't
what you're
mean
saying-
Pokemon Detective Pikachu.
No. I know what you're
Oh,
saying.
great
What you're
movie.
saying is
Because
Great
that movie's
movie.
really, really cute. It's so good.
no. What you're saying, Ezra, is that you need a Snyder cut of Pokemon. That's what you're
You're
saying.
exactly right. I need a Pokemon movie that has unnecessary 3-minute singing sections after anyone goes into the water and slow-mo anytime anything happens.
Snyder
I
cut.
like
Here
it.
we are.
Wow.
Speaking
of
That's
slow-mo
neat
time on the
nothing
Snyder
from
cut,
you guys. I like the Snyder cut, but let's be honest. That was some unnecessary slow-mo.
I mean,
What were you gonna say,
Snyder.
Denzel?
I was gonna ask. I know Amelia has.
Yeah.
I know.
Being in the upper corner makes you the villain on every show, every episode. I'm in the steep corner, so nothing I say is good.
I just want to let you know, Ezra. Yeah, my internet wasn't actually messing up. I just knew that was coming and wanted to get out that corner.
There you go.
I'm not going to blame my own bad jokes or ideas. It's definitely this corner I'm in.
No,
Anyway,
it's
what
all
were you
of-
saying, Denzel?
It's all of Steve's bad juju there. Now I was gonna say I know Amelia hasn't seen it,
It is. It absolutely is.
but Amelia, do you mind if we discuss it a little bit? Do you care? Do you not want any spoilers for a movie you've already seen, but somehow this is different?
Go ahead, spoil away. I have not seen anything DC related since I believe Dark Knight, the one with Bane.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh, speaking of Bane, I mean,
I know
there's
you're
that hot.
talking about Bane.
Really quickly, just a little callback of soundtracks. There's that hot moment where he's like where Batman's trying to climb out the fucking prison,
The cave thing.
and you just hear everyone just chanting "Deshi Deshi Basara Basara." I mean, that's a hot fucking sound piece that I would want in any movie, to be honest.
That sound should go underneath the part where Superman goes evil. That'd be cool.
Can you imagine?
Before we move on to Snyder Cut, I want to just we have comments from our friend, legendary anime JP fan 2. He says Black Lagoon is the best type of sub and dub titles,
Okay.
like Nickelodeon.
I see what he means. Are they
Is Black Lagoon a show or a channel?
It's an anime. It's an anime.
It's an anime.
Yeah, they're just giving an example of a good one that's like the sub is good, but also the dub is really good as well.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, they mentioned it earlier. You do have like hit or misses where sometimes the sub and the dub are both excellent. You have those elitists that aren't going to admit that, but truly sometimes they're both like just really good, so you're not missing out on anything regardless of which one you're watching.
I mean, the Yu Yu Hakusho dub is tremendous, in my opinion. Still holds on to this day. I can never say enough good things about it. Beyonce's a big Yu Yu Hakusho fan. I hear this to be true.
I believe
and
that.
know this because you guys have the same birthday.
Listen,
That's
all. I'm just saying. Birthday.
Speaking of just saying, legendary anime JP fan 2 also says Pokemon is a franchise which will never end, like Simpsons, Mario, Dragon Ball Z, and
the One Piece. Yeah.
I disagree with them on the One Piece because One Piece actually is going to end. The creators even talked about it only has a little ways left to go. Dragon Ball, on the other hand, I wish would fucking die, but it won't.
I feel like
I want Dragon Ball to fucking die so hard.
I feel like Dragon Ball has ended multiple times, and then it just like comes back, and then it like dies again, and then it comes back sometime later on. For better or worse. Just calling it as I see it.
I don't know. But just to cap our anime conversation really quick before we really move into the Snyder Cut, I saw a meme earlier today that had, and this won't mean anything to you, Ezra, but Amelia and Edward will get it. It's the scene where Itachi is tapping Sasuke on the head right before he dies, right? When they're fighting, and the meme is captioned, Itachi lost to Sasuke so that he wouldn't have to be in Boruto.
I mean, the absolute fucking disrespect. The absolute fucking disrespect.
Yeah.
I loved it, bro. I loved
The
it.
absolute fucking disrespect. It's tremendous.
I loved it. And Itachi is He's my favorite from Naruto, but like I love that take. Yeah, he knew what was coming and knew it was gonna be so bad, especially in the beginning, that he was like, "Nah, I'd rather check out here.
Love that.
I'm out of here, Sasuke.
And
Boruto doesn't deserve me."
it fits right into his character narrative as well.
Does.
Like he can fucking see it coming from a mile away. You know? I mean, Itachi is such a well balanced, such a nuanced, beautiful character.
Man, it's great.
Hello, Mizuki 2.0.
Thank you,
Mizuki
Mizuki
2.0 says,
I like
"Hi, what
Mizuki
you're
a lot
talking
more
about."
than our other guy, by the way.
Hey, thanks. Thank you. I will say, just speaking on things that I wasn't, I didn't see coming. Martian the Manhunter. John Johns.
John Jones,
Oh.
the man.
Who
My
the
Twitter
fuck
name
knew
for
that it was
5
gonna be
years.
that guy?
What was that?
Really, was it?
Yeah, I still have that Twitter. John Jones _Mars.
Go follow it, guys.
Yeah.
I know this isn't what we're talking about, but real quick, let me explain that. Because I started watching Supergirl and I thought it was terrible, and I created an account for John Jones to demand more screen time in Supergirl.
Fantastic reason
It
to
was a
create an
fun
account, by the way.
premise. It lasted not long enough. I started tweeting about hockey almost immediately. But
I mean, what the fuck else is he supposed to do? He has no fucking screen time. Of course he's tweeting about hockey.
I could have justified it, but then I was like, "What? I want like hockey fans to want to follow me," so I switched to my own account. But I could have kept it going. Anyway, I love that he was in the Snyder Cut.
Oh, it was so great. And it's just like when you get to the end of that movie, the biggest problem that I had with the Zack Snyder cut isn't even the movie itself, is that I'm watching it and I get to the end of it and go, everything that you were going to do, this movie, all the plans after it, gone. Just
completely gone.
Gone.
Yep.
Arrivederci. Bye-bye. Don't stop at the door, turning your badge and your shirt. You're out of here, sir.
But
gone.
Keep the gun.
You know,
give us the badge and the shirt.
In a glass half full kind of way. It's a little like anime, where there's a sort of finality to it. You know?
You know what?
It's a singular experience.
You're right. You're right about that.
In a glass half full kind of way.
I do wish they didn't release it in like that bulk 4-hour experience, because I feel like it's a tough movie for people who might have already seen the first one, who just aren't interested in DC movies because they've done such a piss poor job at creating a good movie or universe that people just don't give a fuck. To give us everything in one 4-hour block, I think that deterred some people from watching it. I know for some of my friends, they were like, I'm not doing that. It's 4 hours, Enzo. I don't have 4 hours to sit here and fucking watch a movie that I've already watched. And me telling them, hey, you haven't seen this movie, though, doesn't fucking matter, because we have, but we haven't. Right. It's a weird thing.
No, but you're right, though. 4 hours is a dense amount of time, you know, for just watching one thing.
Yeah.
You know, you can go on, you can binge a TV show. Every TV show's you know, all the episodes are, even if they're still interconnected storyline wise, each episode is a new episode, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But to be along the ride for 4 hours on one singular journey, you know, it's a tough watch for many people, and I understand the plight.
Yeah, I mean, I think the idea of splitting it up into 4, like making it a mini series or something, made sense in theory. But then when I watched it, those sections aren't really closed off enough to be standalone episodes, and I think that would have turned a lot of people off probably. So I think they did the right thing, but who knows?
It's a tough position. It's kind of hard to say what's going to be the right thing and what's not, because he's already walking into a situation where he was hoed the first time and completely, you know, taken away from a project and let some other jackass hop on it who fucked it up. Now who everyone hates, not just fans, but the actors themselves. And now I get to come back, 3 years, 4 years later now? Something like that, and release what I was going to do. It's a tall. It was in a bind. He was in a weird space. However, he was going to release it. I don't have an issue with the 4 hours, like personally for me watching it, but I just wish that more people were open to watching it because it's just a
Mhm.
much better story and film than
Well,
what they released the first time.
we have Amelia right here. Amelia, are you not watching it because of the 4 hours? If it was 2 hours, would you watch it?
Yes, and I'm not as heavily following the story, the
Right,
movie,
right.
the universe.
No, yeah, obviously, if it was something that you were into, you'd watch it for 4 hours. But
And to kind of answer the question, if I'm a Marvel DC type of gal, I am more of a Marvel person.
yeah, and I think that's the reasonable answer at this point, given what they've given us of DC movies. Like, if you're
Yeah,
looking at
Marvel-
movies, the Marvel movies are better. There's no question.
Yeah, by and large, like I have my like own nerd issues with some of the Marvel films, but like I always explain to
not
people, I
enough
guess
time
I'm
zones.
more of a DC fan, right, of their comics and their stories. But what Marvel's been able to do and accomplish whilst being crippled when they first started this whole thing is
Yeah.
the most impressive thing in the world. Like I can hate all the Thor movies up until the third one. I can hate Iron Man 2 and 3. I can hate Civil War, Avengers. I can hate all of that and be
You can.
like, hey, you guys didn't have your biggest character in the very beginning, and that's Spider-Man.
Mhm.
You didn't have access to your biggest family. That's between X-Men and the Fantastic Four. You were crippled, and you had to tell a story around not having these pieces there. Now, along the way, you got some of them, and that's cool.
Mhm.
But you,
Yeah.
out of all the movies, so over the span of however long it's been, over however movies, movies, you guys told a story and you connected the films and you got us into it, even if we didn't like one of them. It's like, so there's a bunch that I don't like, but the story is like, bro, you guys are fucking impressive. Meanwhile, I'm sorry, DC and Warner Brothers have had access to their entire catalog
Yeah.
this entire time, but just resolved themselves in making Batman films for years. Before that, it was Superman, and now you're dabbling into other characters like Wonder Woman and Aquaman, which those aren't going over
Don't
well.
forget about
Aquaman's
Catwoman starring Halle Berry.
Yeah, I don't want to forget about that Catwoman who doesn't exist, but that's fine.
Forget about
Well,
Catwoman.
so, what DC Universe character would you most have liked to have seen in the Avengers?
You mean? Wait, say that again.
Which
I
DC
understood that
Universe
question
character
perfectly.
most, like, which one was like, oh man, if they had got this character, this hero in there, that would have changed the game for me. That would have made it so much better. Which hero?
You mean like in
the movie?
I'm still.
In the movie.
In Justice
Oh, did I say the
League?
Avengers? Oh fuck, I fucked up. I meant Justice League.
Yeah, I was confused. I just wanted to make sure.
I was gonna answer your question. That
I like that question too.
That admittedly you did mess up on a bit, but I'll forgive you because of those babies. And I was gonna answer it, But if we're moving on,
no. Let's do that one first. What DC hero would you most like to see in the Avengers?
I mean,
Jesus Christ.
You said you
For
wanted
me.
to answer this. God, it must suck to be Steve.
for me, I'm a big fan of what's his face, Lobo.
Okay.
I'm a
So, like,
big fan of
Wolverine?
So
Lobo.
well with the Guardians. That'd be so funny.
Oh no, that's like Sabretooth knockoff, right?
Who,
What?
Lobo?
Yeah.
No.
No? Okay.
Excuse me?
No.
You're gonna anger the beehive. You're gonna anger the hive.
Oh no. Does Beyonce have the same birthday as Lobo?
Jeez, oh my God, Beyonce, sweetie,
Amelia,
I'm
can you
so
look it up?
sorry.
Amelia, look it up,
So
please.
sorry.
Can you look up Lobo's birthday, Amelia, please?
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now. I'm looking up Lobo.
Thank you, Ezra.
Lobo's birthday is June 1st, 1983.
Fuck. Close, but no cigar.
Or at least
Not a true Virgo like us.
The comic.
Yeah, it'd be Lobo. It'd be 1,000% Lobo, just fucking cruising.
Lobo is cool. I
Cruising
forgot about
in
this
space.
guy.
That's a good one. That's a good one. I don't know. I don't know if I have an answer for that.
Listen, I look like Lobo a little bit. Just fucking cruising.
Honestly,
Just
I
fucking
don't think
hard.
I'd mind Green Lantern in there. Hal Jordan specifically.
Yeah. That's what I
think I'd
wanted
mind
to.
that.
Especially because they had the Green Lantern like alien guy in the beginning of the Snyder Cut.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is foreshadowing. He's got Green Lantern in here. Cool. And then that didn't happen.
I mean,
Well,
you
yeah, well,
throw
he
Ryan
was-
Reynolds
they never
Green
casted
Lantern.
one.
You throw Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern into the Deadpool movie, and you
Yeah.
just see how how much Ryan Reynolds can kick his own ass, basically.
I would watch that.
Yeah, I assume many people would too.
Yeah. I mean, that's so dumb. It sounds fun, you know.
To answer the question that you meant, though,
Yeah.
he was in the movie, but I would have wanted to see more of him, and that's Martian the Manhunter. Like I wanted to get more of him because he was who I wanted in. Like when the original came out, I was definitely like, where the fuck is Martian the Manhunter? Like I was understanding of the fact that they hadn't casted a new Green Lantern and they didn't even know what they were gonna do there. So I'm trying to be realistic. I just would have wanted a little bit more of a Martian the Manhunter. But like the fact that Snyder gave him to me in the first place and I wasn't expecting that at all was really cool. But yeah, it would probably just said more of him because Zack Snyder. Yeah, but I still enjoyed. I love the shit out of the Snyder Cut. I really can't say enough good things about it. And again, the only bad thing I can say is that I wish that there were more. Because just of what his world was getting ready to open up, it was going to give you a Batman film that hadn't touched on a villain that we've seen yet. You know what I mean? It was going to give you Deathstroke, and you haven't seen Deathstroke. The new one is, I think, giving us. I think it's Penguin and Riddler again, but it's like I've seen them. Even if they weren't that good, I've seen them already. Yeah. I've seen Bane twice now, both times awful, but I've seen it. I've seen a horrible Mr. Freeze and a not so bad Poison Ivy. Uma Thurman wasn't awful, but that movie was bad. But like we had never seen Deathstroke, who's on a martial arts level, like a really good opposite to Batman. But now I don't get it. And now I get emo Batman with Robert Pattinson, who thinks that he shouldn't have to work out to play Batman. So thanks, DC, for getting Jeff Johns, the incredible Jeff Johns, to no longer want to do Batman, and then Ben Affleck walks away as well. So you recast and you give me the twinkly vampire who just doesn't give a fuck.
Whose name is Edward, who shares a birthday with Beyonce. Be careful what you say, Denzel. That's all that I'm trying to say.
On that level, I'm willing to go toe to toe with the fucking Beehive. If they want to fight me over fucking Edward, you want to fight me over Edward? We can go to war over Edward.
Legendary anime JP drops. Man, Deadpool is awesome. Which
Deadpool.
I mean,
it's perfect. Perfect.
Yeah, those movies are fantastic.
You know, to not answer your question, to answer a different question that wasn't asked, drop Deadpool into Justice League.
Oh yeah.
They're not ready.
Oh yeah. If we're pulling any character out of Marvel into DC, it's got to be Deadpool.
Just
if Deadpool's the one that has like the crossover, like the kind like is just as dark and gritty, but also has like a sense of humor that would be nice to see in a DC world. I think. Because I thought the Flash being like basically the Spider-Man of the crew was kind of stupid. I wasn't into that part of the Justice League.
It's only stupid for me because he's supposed to be Barry, and Barry isn't like Barry is silly, but he's not like who Ezra Miller reminded me more of was like a Wally West Flash. Because Wally, if most people remember him from the Justice League cartoon, like that was Wally West in that cartoon. It wasn't Barry. So you know he was kind of like the kid brother of the group. They were all joking, like he was a jokester. He was not taken serious. That's who Wally West is. It's not really who
I missed
Barry
that version
is.
of Flash. I guess I didn't know that one. I don't know how, I've seen that comic, but or that cartoon, but I don't remember the Flash being like that.
Yeah, no, he's silly, and he's like the kid brother of the group. That's just kind of how they portrayed him. Because again, he's Wally, he's not Barry. Because if you look at like the new cartoon movies, Barry doesn't. He's given a lot more respect. He's definitely like a fanboy of like Batman and stuff like that, but there's a lot of respect given back to him that wasn't really given to Wally, because Wally is just, he's like I said, he's the jokester. He doesn't really take a lot seriously when you first see him, and versus Barry, who's dealing with, my dad's in jail for killing my mom, but he didn't kill my mom. There was this other thing that killed my mom. I've been alone this whole time. So it's like that whole thing, but he wasn't really that like that. Huh?
I would have watched that spinoff. That sounds cool. See what happens.
He was supposed to get a movie, and at the end, it was crazy. At the end of the movie, like when he does this thing at the end of the movie, like that whole little monologue that he was going through, like that's Barry. Like he got into that, like just that groove. I'm like, there it is. That's the one thing about the Snyder Cut too, that he made me not hate as much Gal Gadot, Jason Momoa, as their characters. Like I was like, this isn't, because the movie is so much better. It allowed me to be like, okay, cool. They're not unforgivably annoying to me watching it. Still not what I want, but I can I can deal with it if it's this. If it's this, I'm cool. But Zack Snyder, man, just and then Ray Fisher, the guy who plays Cyborg, getting a much bigger look than he did in the fucking original, was super cool to see, because he got hoed to Kingdom Come, not only in the movie when they cut out all his scenes, but also just like he was like one of the first people
fucking wild.
Yeah, speak out about Joss Whedon being like an abusive tyrant on set when he came back to reshoot, and nobody stood by him. Only for like a year later or so, there's an investigation made into Joss Whedon and his antics, and it's like, oh well, now you got to get out of here. But no one gave a fuck about it.
It didn't happen because of that complaint. It happened because like so many others came up.
Yeah, I know, but like he's the
no, that's what I'm saying. Like it's frustrating that like somebody who's like, hey, this is happening, gets ignored. It's always frustrating.
Can you put up this last message real quick by our boy Legendary? I mean,
read it.
Not many times I agree. Not many times Legendary, I agree with Legendary.
Let me read it first. He's Legendary Anime JP fan 2 says Deadpool is everything Marvel needs. I really want Batman Beyond for a movie. If Batman Beyond comes out for a movie, here is the money.
Batman Beyond. That guy.
That's what I wanted.
I mean,
Terry, give me Terry. It's
to quote Amelia, he's a fucking hottie. First of all.
Wait, who is that?
Terry McGinnis?
Terry McGinnis is technically he's Bruce Wayne's son.
Did you just shimmy?
Yes.
Terry
Oh, Batman Beyond, not them. There was a movie called Batman Beyond, but that's not what we're talking about.
Yeah, there's a whole cartoon too. Yeah.
That is what we're talking about.
Yeah, we're talking about the cartoon Batman Beyond. Terry McGinnis. He's also.
What Batman Beyond movie are you talking about?
There was a Batman Beyond movie where he fights the Joker. The Joker comes back from the he imprints himself onto Tim Drake's brain. Yeah.
You talking about Batman Forever, Ezra?
I was talking about Batman Forever. Yeah, Batman Beyond. I remember from when I was a kid, and there was a new Batman, and I was like, I don't need another one, so I didn't watch it.
I don't. I make Batman Forever go out of my brain. That can't be Beyonce's favorite movie. Batman Forever can't be. It can't be. It can't be.
Batman Beyond is Beyonce's favorite Batman.
Okay.
I didn't hear either of you.
We're here. That's fine. Me and Denzel agreed on the fact that Batman Beyond is Beyonce's favorite Batman.
The Beyonce of Batman's.
The Beyonce.
I'm having a hard time.
Batman.
It really would be so tough. But they're never. I'm sorry.
Listen. We're coming up on the end of the show here, and I just want to say, for the last 25 minutes, Amelia, what would you have rather have been talking about?
It's fine. I was waiting for the question to be asked. What character would I have liked to have seen with? What was the question with Avengers?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I thought you stayed out of that conversation. I didn't realize they left you out. Yeah.
I mean, sure, yeah, okay, but I was actually thinking about Static Shock. I would love to. Static Shock.
Wow, that caused Denzel to leave, but I think that it's a good suggestion, and I don't know why Denzel would feel otherwise.
Denzel's a huge Static Shock fan, by the way. He just came back as soon as we started talking about it.
Wow, he dropped right when Amelia suggested Static Shock.
That's a good one. It'd be cool to see him and Peter. That's a great one. It'd be cool to see him and Peter interact. Since they're both like, oh, that'd be so cool. That'd be cool.
It's been a cool episode.
That'd be cool.
It has been a cool episode.
You know,
And
thanks to the
coming up on the end
Grifter
here.
or the Grifter for not ruining everything. I appreciate
It's
it.
nice.
Appreciate it. I appreciate him for not doing anything.
Speaking of the gripper,
Wherever you are, Grifter, I hope you're having your fill of whatever you're eating. You know, whether it be
pizza probably.
cake, chicken, boysenberry pie, whatever it is. You can follow him at Steve Sotelo, Steve_Sotelo, if you really want to. You could also reach out to him at christianmingle.com/Sotelo gang.
This is absolutely.
Would anybody like to? I'm gonna choose. I'm gonna put a banner up like Steve does, and then that's who's plugging.
Me, Edward J. Rosales. You can follow me on Instagram. You can follow me on Twitter. I'm probably gonna be tweeting about the Suez Canal. I might not. I'm gonna have to throw a lure out. I'm gonna see what's biting in the water. See if the Suez Canal is still giving me likes. If not, I'm gonna reel it in. I'm gonna observe, and then I'm gonna let it fly again. Just like my favorite movie,
You're
the
gonna shoot
Goofy
your shot,
movie.
and then you're gonna shoot another
I'm gonna
shot.
do the perfect cast. Is what I'm trying to do. Just like in the Goofy movie.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Amelia, where's your thing? Oh no, I'll find it. You can say it while I find it.
You guys can follow me on Instagram at Caras de Amelia. You guys can also take a look at my Twitter, Amelia Whistles. That's kind of where I like to tweet about my anime boys or things that are trending, consisting of anime, I guess. You can definitely follow us on Finger Guns on TikTok. I manage that, so you guys can go ahead and drop a comment. We're still getting the same people that just in capital letters that were just so funny. So I would love to have a conversation with some of you guys out there too.
Yo, legendary anime JP fan too. Go follow us on TikTok, babe. Let us know what else we should talk about, kid.
And thank you for sticking around. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Denzel, are you glitching or are you good?
I don't know, man. Am I coming through?
You're good. You're good.
Am I crystal? Are we good? Okay, good.
Yeah.
We'll do this quick. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Suavamente. Instagram, I really just post now my photography stuff. Twitter, I tweet my ridiculous thoughts. Sometimes they're funny. Sometimes, they're not. I think they're mostly funny, but, come check them out. And also, I just want to shout out to legendary JP as well. He was saying that he wants Justice League / Batman Beyond collaboration movie style. That would be tough. But DC would never do it because they're scared.
Cowards.
Yeah.
They're cowards.
They are. It would be cool though. I'll say for plugs, real quick. I got a friend who I want to plug, who's a friend of the show, original member of the show, Adam R. Mack, Adam Macias. Check him out. He just posted a Justice League
Patty's Day video, right?
Yeah,
the video where he's Aquaman. He's Jason Momoa complaining about not being in Justice League enough. It's very funny.
And there should be Momoa.
Moa Fomoa. That's right. Momoa. That's it. Yeah. It's very funny. It actually debuted on a show that I do with him called Fake News Comedy, Fake News _comedy on TikTok and Instagram and everywhere else. TikTok's the one where we want you the most. That show is every Friday. We're changing around the times, but right now I think it's at 8:00. I am Ezra Partier on Instagram, Ezra Parter on Twitter, and also at Lester Pips on all the things. That's my Apocalypse Tips show where I play a crazy man from Louisiana. Thanks for watching, y'all. This has been a Finger Guns episode about anime house, Finger Guns Anime House. Let's do a pew pew. No? People don't like it
I just
anymore?
want to throw up little Japanese hearts, little Korean hearts, whatever they are.
I like it.
To all my babes out there.
Korean hearts on 3. Can I do that?
Yes, there you go.
Kind of. Okay.
Korean hearts. Yeah.
1, 2, 3.